Eat clean, get lean. This was the 12th video series, and this is the last video when we cover the cupboard staples. So if you printed the Eat Clean, Get Lean shopping list and you have it in front of you, look on the last page and you will see what I recommend having always in your cupboard. And that is a coconut milk. So the can of the coconut milk. You can store it at home for 2 years when it comes to that. But it's so many things where you can use it and save your money. Yeah. So it is quite inexpensive, let's say. It should be at least 60% of that should be the coconut fat or the coconut, coconut fat, coconut mass, and the rest is just the water. So recipe number 1, when I use it, is instead of any cream in sauces. So when I, for example, make the pumpkin soup, the recipe is on my website and even in that free ebook, the 5 biggest weight loss mistakes that you make right now and how to avoid them. So download this free ebook and there is the recipe for the pumpkin soup. But instead of pumpkin, you can use any vegetable. So for example, broccoli or cauliflower, because they are very low in calories, actually no calories, and they have many benefits. So I take whole broccoli or whole cauliflower or whole pumpkin, 1 cup of red lentils, 2 cups of water, 1 spoon of vegetable stock, and 1 can of coconut, and I boil it for 12 minutes and then I mix it all together. And you can freeze it easily. So you put it into individual containers and freeze it. And then you just pull it out of the freezer and you can always reheat it. It's a wonderful source of protein. It's really high in fiber. It has all the antioxidants in it, minerals. Fantastic, yeah? So that's the first recipe where I use the coconut milk. Second one is I store the coconut milk in the fridge upside down. And when I pull it out and open the can, I take only the fat. And you can use this fat as a whipped cream. So if you add there a raw cocoa powder, you know, this Dutch cacao, it's high in antioxidants and you are, you know, making a whipped cream out of it. And if you bake a buckwheat cake that I like to make and you put this whipped cream on the top of it and some berries or fruit, it's a wonderful dessert. And the water, the remaining water, you can use for your smoothie. So it's like a coconut water. So you put it into your smoothie maker, you put there a handful of frozen berries. If you still eat fruit, you can put there half of the banana and maybe even maca powder that was in our list. That's a wonderful, wonderful smoothie. So you utilize everything and you save money. Because if you watched some of the videos when I was reviewing the milk, like coconut milk in a container in a shop, or oat milk or almond milk, you basically pay for expensive water. And I don't want you to jump on these marketing tricks. So the second on my shopping list is coconut flakes. So I really like them. I like to crunch on them. I like to have them for a snack. And it's basically short chain fatty acids. And as we were talking about the coconut is actually like a fuel, it's energy, it helps to utilize it for ketones. So if I don't eat any glucose, if I'm, for example, on a ketogenic diet, for example, or something like this, the coconut flakes is a wonderful snack. Peanut butter. I love peanut butter, and peanut butter is high in protein. So you just have to be careful that some people have peanut allergy. Yeah. In that case, you want to stay away from a peanut butter. But if you have some cravings, you feel like to have something, cut apple into small chunks and have 2 tablespoons of a peanut butter, and you will feel full and satisfied. You can put a dash of a cinnamon, because we were talking about the power of the cinnamon, and that will be wonderful. Himalayan salt. So I, of course, use a sea salt and Himalayan pink salt. Why? So the sea salt I buy with iodine, iod, because that is important for the thyroid. And I use it for cooking. But the Himalayan pink salt, I like to add at the end of the meal, or maybe on my eggs, and it's high in minerals. So I like the variety. Then bone broth. Bone broth is really high in gelatin, and every culture is using it for when you are sick, when you have fever. The Jewish will make you a chicken soup. They will boil it for hours and hours, yeah, it has amino acids that are helping to rebuild the mucus in your intestine. So many advantages. However, you would have to boil it at least for 4 to 6 hours or overnight. And if you are a busy person, you don't have time for this. So you can buy it. You can actually buy it in a jar, and it's still expensive. So what I do is I just buy it in a powder. Yeah, that's for busy people. And vegetable stock, of course. Again, you can make it on your own. There is so many amazing brands that really only provide the vegetable. With vegetable stocks or even with chicken stocks, you have to be very careful. Even if it says organic, it still uses many sugar fillers that can irritate your intestine, cause the brain fog, migraine, and so on. So this was the last part of the clean, eat, get lean shopping list. And if you have any questions, just get in touch.